And now, here's the veteran voice of the legal fix, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live from the Lone Star State in Montgomery County, Texas, for a brand new episode of the Legal Fix, a new age radio show presented by the Tough Law Firm, the toughest law firm in town, with the toughest lawyers around, answering your toughest legal questions. Introducing first, hosting out of the red corner, the big deal, Bruce Fulgencio, tough, joined by Boy Wonder, Brandon Scott Riley, and super lawyer, G.I. Jerome, the Golden Boy, Jeremy Lee Hall.
Hey, thank you, Bruce Buffer. I'm the big deal Bruce Tough here with Boy Wonder, Brandon Riley, and super lawyer G.I. Jerome, the Golden Boy, Jeremy Hall. Call our hotline at 936-900-2381. How are you guys doing?
Excellent.
Great to see you. Great to see you.
Belated St. Patrick's Day, but
Well, no,
it
is. It's St. Patrick's Day today.
St. Patrick's Day yesterday.
It is. No, it's today.
Yesterday.
Okay.
It's today.
Well, agree to disagree.
It's the 17th
Agree to
of
disagree.
March.
No, it's the 18th of March, Friday the 18th.
No, it's the 17th.
It's high noon.
I know it's the 17th. Okay, so we're...
Can't tell me nothing.
Yeah, you can't. What are you trying to throw me today or something?
Nope.
Jerome, you wanted to say a few words before we start our show?
Yeah, thank you. I want to give my condolences to the Givens family. My friend Tillman Givens, especially on the passing of his mother, Wanda, attended her services today. Wonderful woman. And our thoughts and prayers go out to the Givens family. Also, congratulations to my sister Lauren on the birth of her fourth child, Solveig Lavina Gaines.
Oh, congratulations. That's wonderful.
Do you know what that means now?
I do. The grapes of wrath.
Is that right?
Well,
okay.
I don't know. We'll have to confirm with our guest.
Okay.
Because I think
well,
he's...
today we're going to...
full house is
Today
here.
we have a special guest, and we're going to discuss the Republic of Cuba. And with our infamous trial lawyer, Luis Fulgencio Suarez of the Suarez Law Office, PC, in Cut and Shoot, Texas. And Luis, we were at the Honor Cafe for a judge's panel forum, and Luis told me he was coming, and so I said, hey, it'll be great to see you, and then I said, you got to be on the show. So he graciously accepted to be on the show, and Luis and I go way back. We practiced together in Southwest Houston at Arena Towers. That's where we were on the 20th floor. So it was Jack Nolan, Richard Wilkinson, Mike Cohen, James Fogo, Bruce Tough, Luis Suarez. We were all working together. It was a glorious time, a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. I had worked downtown with a couple of law firms, and then I went into the restaurant business. And James Fogo, or I can't remember if it was Yosel Alonzo or James, but Richard Wilkinson. Richard said, hey, we know you took bankruptcy in law school. We're doing a bunch of bankruptcy work, doing debtor representation, and I came in and interviewed with Jack and Luis, and they hired me on the spot. They recognized true talent.
Yeah.
And, here I am. Yeah.
They need another white guy for the firm.
They did.
Diversity.
They did. I was a diversity card for the firm, believe me. Yes, I was. Yeah, so we had African American, we had Cuban, we had Jewish, so we had a pretty well.
When was
Nice mix.
85, 86.
I would guess
87.
somewhere between 85 until maybe 1990, somewhere there.
Something like that. A good 5 years. Well, welcome, Louis. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm very happy to be here with you and your associates. I can see in them a lot of the enthusiasm and talent that I saw back in the 80s and early 90s with you and the other lawyers you mentioned.
Oh,
Thank
you. Well, so Luis has an incredible background, and it's fascinating. He's a chemical engineer by training. He's got a master's in law. He speaks Japanese. He lived and worked in Japan when
Does
he
that
was.
mean he's turning Japanese now?
No, but he took me to some of the best Japanese restaurants and ordered the sushi. And
Okay.
and we would just sit down. He would speak it in Japanese, order the sushi, and it was fabulous. I didn't know what I was eating, but I remember one that had like sea urchin eggs and a little quail egg on top of something else, and you just pop it all in your mouth and it
Did
explodes.
any of it
Yeah.
move when you
Oh, everything moved. It
kept
was
moving?
you don't
It was
study
like still
it too-
wiggling when you pick it up?
You don't study it too hard, but it was yeah. So, Louis, tell us a little bit about yourself. Give us a little background.
Well, I was born in Cuba, and I came to the United States when I was 14 years of age in 1961, before most everyone here was born. And I came through a program called the Peter Pan program, which took children under 18 out of Cuba without the parents. So I came to the States, was placed in a foster home in Oregon, and eventually my parents were able to leave Cuba, come to the United States, and we reunited in Ohio, where I went to engineering school and then to law school. Subsequently, I began to work for a company that manufactured industrial equipment while going to law school at night. And the last test of my law school career, I finished the test, and my parents drove me to the airport in Cleveland, Ohio, to take a flight to Tokyo because I had accepted a job with Mitsubishi Chemicals in Tokyo. I worked in Tokyo for 2.5 years and was hired by a company now defunct called Upjohn Chemicals, which had a plant in LaPorte. And that's how I ended up in Texas.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
Upjohn.
Amazing.
I remember
What a
Upjohn, big
story.
chemical company, right?
It was, and
Big.
it's no longer in existence.
Yeah, I would. Well, so what is it? What made you change from chemical engineering to law? What was the moment that you said I would rather be a lawyer than a brilliant chemical engineer?
I realized when I began to practice engineering that I was a good engineer, but I really did not have the talent of others that I saw near me that really had an affinity for solving engineering problems. I was a little bit too methodical, a little bit too slow maybe, and they were more of a genius in the conception of things engineering-wise. And I realized that's not really a field where I can excel.
Right, right. Well, I will say this about Luis.
amazing.
So back when I first met Luis, he was the only attorney in the office that worked on a computer. So he was and he had a mastery of the computer more than any of our clerks and our legal secretaries and the paralegals. So Luis did all his own work, which is what lawyers do now today, working on the computer but he did all his own work, did all his own briefing. And I was most impressed by your legal research skills and your briefing and your tenacity in court, and you were totally fearless. So that was my exposure to you and how I think back upon our association.
Well, thank you, Bruce. And if I may comment, I also noticed in you then and still today a quality that I saw in only the best trial lawyers I have practiced with or against. And that is more than a legal mind, more than a sharp tongue, a likability, where the people that you went before, the jurors, liked you instinctively and naturally. And I have tried cases with some of the best named lawyers in Houston, and the best ones have that likability. And I could name you several that even though they have big names, they are not likable to the juror.
We got a caller.
We have a caller. All right. See, so this is a live show, Louis. And we have callers that call in, and so they must have heard about you. All right. Hello, caller.
Welcome to the
Hello,
Legal
it's
Fix.
the Legal Fix.
Yes, sir, it is.
What's your name?
Sosa.
Sosa.
Sursa.
It's Alejandro Sosa.
What's your
from
question,
Oh,
Sosa?
Alejandro Sosa. Okay.
Suarez.
I'm doing very well. I'm here in Mayakoba on a little bit of a spring break adventure with my mates, and I have a question for Mr. Suarez.
Question for Mr. Suarez.
Come on.
Fire away.
Okay, so the locals here are offering us quailers at about $50 a pop, And my question for you is that a reasonable price?
For what are they asking?
What are they selling?
Quaaludes.
Is it 50
Quaaludes.
pesos or $50?
No,
Quaaludes.
no. He goes. Me and my mates are here from spring break,
Yeah,
and I want to know if
the truth
Quaaludes
is-
at $50.
Okay, that
Well,
seems
50 pesos or 50 US dollars or
Quaaludes.
No,
What is
these are legal tender $50 US.
For one Quaalude, they must be lemon 714s because those were really good in the day.
easy. You gotta plead the fifth on that.
To tell you the truth, I used to do a lot of criminal defense. I did it for 20 years, and I knew because of my work, off the top of my head, the price of kilos of cocaine or marijuana or heroin or Quaaludes or all those substances. However, I really have not done any defense in drug cases since 1994. And so today, I would be very unaware of what the normal prices would be for Quaalude in the street. So my suggestion is try the internet.
and enjoy spring break. It sounds like you're on your way for a
Sounds
lot
like
of
you're
fun.
gonna meet Luis.
Yeah, don't drive that car when you're doing those, please.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh my gosh. Well,
All right, far out, mate.
all right.
Love
Thank you for calling. We appreciate it.
Bingo's about.
Yeah. Let me do this.
What do you think
I'm
his
gonna.
real name was?
We're okay. So I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna try to stay on schedule. In our second segment, we're gonna put Luis on the hot seat. In the third segment, we're gonna update everybody on Russia, daylight savings, and share our favorite St. Patrick's Day memories if you all have
Yes.
those. And so we'll take a short break, and when we return, we're going to put our guest on the hot seat for a rapid-fire cross-examination where he's going to answer our toughest questions. We'll be right back. I'm Bruce Tuff, principal of the Tough Law Firm. We are a full-service law firm serving the greater Woodlands area and the greater Houston area. Contact us at 281-681-0808. We're tough for you.
One final time, here's the veteran voice of the Legal Fix, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Attorneys are licensed by the State Bar of Texas. Our three lawyers cross-examining the witness are Bruce Huff, Brandon Riley, and Jeremy Hall. And when the action begins, the witness on the hot seat will answer as many questions with the fewest words as fast as they can. The hot seat is sponsored by The Legal Fix, a new age radio show brought to you by the Tough Law Firm. We're tough for you. And now, for those listening on the radio and Legal Fix fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Legal Fix studios in the Woodlands, Texas. It's time! One lightning round for the undisputed Legal Fix Hot Seat Championship of the World!
Thank you, Bruce. Welcome back to the Legal Fix. I'm the big deal Bruce Tuff with Boy Wonder, Brandon Riley, and Golden Boy Jeremy Hall. Call our hotline at 936-900-2381. We already had one of our mates call and ask us about the price of Quaaludes. I don't know where the hell that was, but today we're here with our special guest, Cuban-born trial lawyer Luis Suarez, and we're going to put him on the hot seat. And first of all, how's Jennifer and Wendy? I don't think I've caught up with you on that. Everybody's good? Kids are good?
They're doing excellent. I'm
Okay.
very proud of their accomplishments in their lives.
Great. Well, I'll get to get more intel later, but
Sure.
yeah, good. I meant to ask you that, and thank you for those great
We
compliments,
need a
Luis.
championship.
Thank you.
We need a championship belt.
Belt.
Okay, we do. We have to get
absolutely,
one.
for the Legal Fix, and the eraser can't have
Okay,
it.
have you seen the hot seat?
She's
Have you
not
seen
allowed.
the show before? You probably haven't, have
She
you?
needs to be
The
erased.
short answer is no, I have not, but
It's not televised in Cuba.
Yeah,
I sort
okay.
of understand what a hot seat is.
They get
Okay.
3 channels,
All right.
so-
Now we're going to put Luis Suarez on the hot seat. Jeremy, will you swear in the witness?
Yes, I will. Thank you. You're going to be the witness in a rapid-fire cross-examination, answering our 3 toughest questions as fast as you can. You get 1 free pass. Every pass after results in a 10-second penalty. So state your full name for the record, please.
Luis Fulgencio Suarez.
Luis, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and your version of the truth to answer the most questions with the least words as fast as you can?
Sí.
Sí. Está lista.
All right. He's on the hot seat. How do you spell Fulgencio?
Fulgencio.
Are you related to Omar Suarez from Scarface?
Omar.
No, but he learned a few tricks from me.
Sergeant Fulgencio Batista, the Cuban revolutionary?
We share the same. My middle name and his first name are the same because we were both born on the same day of the Saint Fulgencio.
Oh, right.
Wow.
All right.
Presidente. Do you identify as Hispanic?
I do.
If you're a Hispanic female, do you say her panic? Like if
His and her panic?
If it's a female right? So is it male Hispanic and female her panic?
I don't think so. I think it would be she panic.
She.
If you were a
At
if
the
you were a
disco.
luchador, what would your nickname be?
El Grande,
Yay.
What would your special finishing move be?
a kick in the you know where.
Isn't it true you matriculated at Youngstown State?
Absolutely, but I'm not sure if I'm matriculated or just enrolled.
I figured. What was your mascot?
The Penguins, the mighty Penguins.
Did you ever meet Pete the Penguin?
Absolutely. I was a cheerleader for 2 years.
So are you,
I was a cheerleader too at
oh my
UH.
goodness,
Go
cheerleaders.
Cougs.
Yeah.
Yay!
Are you still a member of Penguin Nation?
I still receive their emails and news. Yes.
Go
news
Gwens.
broadcast.
Nice. Then you went to law school at the University of Akron, right?
I did, yes.
Who'd win a mascot fight? Zippy the Kangaroo or Pete the Penguin? Zippy or Pete?
I think
Who's
Pete
gonna win?
would because he would hit and run.
Did you?
right.
Then you got your LLM from the University of Houston, right?
Correcto mundo.
Have you ever petted Shasta, the cougar?
Once in the rump.
Yeah. Go.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you rather
Hit
go
and run.
Zips or go Cougs? Go Zips, go Cougs. What's best?
Go Cougs, probably.
Cougs.
Yay! I love that. Go
Yeah.
Cougs. Go Cougs.
Finally, you loaded up your raft and sailed to Tokyo to study at Sophia University, right?
Correcto mundo.
And were you a Sophian then?
No, but I'll tell you this. At one experience at Sophia University, I saw the best table tennis players at the student union that I had ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Now those are all
Interesting. I like
girls,
to play
right?
table
Isn't it all
tennis.
girls there?
Is that-
Did they know you were a man, or
was
did you
it
have to
Tom
wear a
Hanks?
wig?
Was it Forrest Gump?
It was not Forrest Gump, but it was something close to it.
No one's.
It's a
no one's the
girls'
same.
school.
Forrest Gump's the best.
Go.
Sophia.
You go.
B.
You were basically a fox.
I
in
asked
the-
him. He passed on
Yeah,
me.
you were basically a fox in the in-house, weren't you?
Yep. He was at a
Actually-
girls.
Man.
It's a girls' school.
Actually, yes, because I had a very unique experience in Japan of being, for once in my life, tall.
Oh, okay.
And so
nice.
it helped.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
answers
Yeah.
our next
Yeah.
question. What was the strangest thing about living in Japan, towering over everybody?
What's your favorite Japanese expression?
Honto!
Honto.
What does
Okay.
that mean?
Okay!
Okay.
Let's go!
Now you live in Cut and Shoot, Texas, right?
Yes, sir.
Why is it named that, Cut and Shoot?
Because it originated from a dispute, as many disputes in Texas, about religion and guns.
Ooh, how do you say
makes
cut and shoot
sense.
in Espanol?
Corta y tira.
Corta.
Corta.
Corta de tiro.
How many kids do you own?
Kids I own, 2 own me.
What are their names and ages?
Oh, that's
Well,
funny.
Wendy is the oldest. She was born in 68. And Jennifer is the youngest. She was born in 75.
Wow.
Which one's your favorite?
I love them both in different ways, but about the same intensity.
Have you ever received a permanent, El Permanente, on your hair?
Once, when I came from Japan, I was talked into it, and I'll never do it again.
Nice. What kind of hair product do you use up there?
Water and sometimes a little bit of grease.
Have you ever rocked a mustache, Luis? A Suarez stash?
A pencil stash?
I did before I was married in 1980.
A lip lapis?
A little Cuban creepy
Yeah,
crawler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
B.
Do you wear short shorts to the gym?
I do. I wear boxer shorts to the gym.
You used to
even
lift,
lift, bro?
You used to lift, didn't you? Did
I
you
still-
lift?
I still
yeah.
do.
Yeah. How much do you bench?
Ooh, probably 140, 150 in a good day.
That's decent.
Hey,
Decent to have these.
Tara's boyfriend was over last night. He benches 360.
But you already know how to
Yeah.
defeat him in a fight.
Yeah,
We learned.
I know that.
No, that's for Madison's boyfriend.
How tall are you?
5'8" and a half.
Did you used to be taller?
Yes.
Next Halloween, will you go as Fidel Castro?
I think he's 6 feet under, so it'd be difficult to...
Jose Canseco?
No.
How about Tony Montana, political
he-
refugee from Cuba?
I would love to be taken for Tony Montana.
Yeah,
Do
it's
you have a
good
will?
character.
A will?
Do I have a will?
Do you have a will?
Yes, I do.
Do you have a prenup?
I do not have one now.
How many Cuban pesos will it take for you to retire?
It's not a question of money. I have more money now than I can prudently spend in the rest of my days.
Nice.
Will you still use your
Very good.
libreta, your Cuban household ration book?
Cuban household.
The
Russian.
libreta.
Libreta.
Your ration
Libreta,
book.
okay,
Libreta.
No, it's,
Sorry.
that's a book for rationing food and stuff in
Better
Libreta,
use all
right.
yours.
Libreta.
I left Cuba before the libreta season.
Oh, you didn't get one. Dang. What's the most humble job you've ever had?
Picking up butts,
Cigarette
Cigarette
butts?
butts.
cigarette butts.
How often do you check social media? Do you use any apps?
Few. Maybe once a month I would check social media to see who sent me anything.
Because we checked on you, and we want to know if you were posting, commenting, or just trolling.
I am just looking. I very, very seldom post comments.
Do you have a lot of friends in real life?
Not many.
Okay, we noticed that you only have 7 on Facebook.
That's not even enough for the top 8 on MySpace. You'll probably have to add Tom
You need
back.
Tom.
Yeah.
Don't get the
Bring back
Verizon
Tom.
Friends family plan. It's a waste of any time minutes.
Yeah, not
Have you
enough.
cried in the last year?
I'm sorry?
Have you cried in the last year?
Yes.
Last month?
Just outside of the month.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sum up your life philosophy in a word or phrase.
Live in the here and now.
Nice.
What's the one thing people don't know about you that you want them to know?
I am the happiest man I know.
Top unchecked bucket list item.
Probably die on a sunset day.
Nice. One food
That's
for life,
beautiful.
what would you eat?
That is nice.
Ham and cheese.
What's your favorite place you've ever been to?
Where I live now.
Cut and Shoe, Texas.
Yay.
What percentage of your clients lie to you?
When I did criminal defense, a lot of them maybe lied to me. I never quite know how many, but now I find that clients by and large tell me the truth because I encourage it and I do not judge the client when they say good or bad.
Yeah.
Nice. When you're in criminal law, did you ever make a member of the cartel cry?
The short answer is yes, but not for the reasons you might think.
Did they make you cry?
Many times their families cause me to tear up and cry because of
Yeah.
Of the circumstance.
Circumstance.
If you could be anything other than a gangsta lawyer, what would you
Gangsta.
be?
probably a fair lawyer.
There's no such thing. What's the best kept secret about Cuba?
That the sunsets are purple.
So what
Very
is a
cool.
Cuban link?
I am not sure I know what a Cuban
It's a
link-
stylish men's necklace, a chain, a gold chain.
I think he's a rapper.
Yes, yeah.
No,
I
it's
thought
a
it was
rapper.
a Cubans only dating app like J-Date,
I-
but Cubanos instead of Jews.
What's your
Cuban link.
favorite movie or show about Cuba?
About Cuba, I cannot think of any other than Montana. The
Scarface.
Do you know who
that's
made?
mine.
Do you know who made a movie about Cuba? Joseph Rumbaugh. Joseph, remember? It
Yes,
was the
of course.
I can't remember the
The
name.
robot
of the,
inventor?
I can't remember the
Rumbaugh?
name of the
Joseph
movie. Though.
Rumbaugh.
It was yeah.
What's the fastest you've ever gone in a raft?
In a raft, probably 14, 15 miles an hour down river.
Whoa.
That's
Hablas
fast.
español?
That's
Sí, por supuesto.
How do you say don't shoot in Spanish?
No disparen.
What's your favorite
Hands up.
Spanish phrase butchered by English speakers?
Hasta la vista.
Hasta la vista, bebe.
Who's a better politician, Fred Rubio or Ricky Cruz?
I don't know who Fred Rubio is. And
How
I
about
don't know.
how about Ted Cruz or Ricky Rubio?
Marco Rubio, right? Or Ricky?
Okay, as a politician, Ted is excellent. As a statesman or legislator, I do not think well of him.
Okay.
That's a very good answer.
Who's your favorite Cuban baseball player, Livan Hernandez or Orlando Hernandez, El Duque?
Orlando Hernandez had a lot of style.
Yeah, I love that guy. The leg kick.
All right, Cuban UFC fighter, Yoel Romero or Hector Lombard?
I'm sorry, I don't know either one.
Oh,
I bet-
Cuban
Please.
actor Andy Garcia or Desi Arnaz?
Lucy, I'm home.
Hello, Lucy.
Lucy.
Probably Andy Garcia.
Nice.
Andy.
Cuban bombshell, Daisy Fuentes or Vida Guerra?
Daisy Fuentes. I like Fuentes.
Daisy Fuentes would be my choice.
Do you prefer
nice.
dancing salsa or the
She's
rumba?
nice.
She's a
I
nice
prefer salsa.
salsa.
100-yard dash. You versus Yasiel Puig. Who brings the Cuban cigars?
I don't know. I know our friend Yosel brings a lot of
He
cigars.
does.
from
I've had
Cuba.
cigars with Yosel, right?
Well, if you and Yasiel
Romeo
are
and
racing,
Julietas.
do you spark the cigars before or after the 100-yard dash?
I haven't smoked since November 5, 1995.
Whoa. Okay,
Touche.
stranded on a desert island, what's the one item you'd keep?
Probably a pair of binoculars.
What's a better pet, a Cuban crocodile or a butterfly bat?
I don't know either one. So
Would you rather eat gas station sushi with Japanese anime characters come to life or a swine sandwich from the Bay of Pigs with Manolo before he's murdered for marrying Gina?
probably the sushi.
Nice. Would you rather be part of the second Cuban Missile Crisis, the Bay of Hogs, or dial 106 during a cartel invasion and be placed on a brief hold with music by Gloria Estefan?
Estefan.
Estefan.
Probably the music by Gloria Estefan sounds
Nice.
most appealing.
All right, Rusty Hardin or Tony Busby?
Rusty Hardin by far.
Why does Deshaun Watson need so many massages?
When you have that kind of money, what else can you spend it on?
And
Prudently,
Louis,
prudently,
congratulations. Did you love the hot seat? Good job.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Attaboy.
That was great. Thank you.
No, Deshaun is clear. They know building.
They did.
They know
Deshaun May,
building.
he beat that thing, man.
Good
He
job,
got-
Russell.
They did not
Way to
indict
go.
him, so he did
They did
good.
not.
Russell
Okay,
Pat.
let's blow through. We that segment we blew right into the third, so
Yeah.
let's finish up here and we'll go to hot topics. What do you got for us, Boy Wonder?
Today it's a three-way panel.
Okay.
It's all three of us.
Smorgasbord. What's going on in Russia right now?
Yeah.
They're like
They
blowing
canceled
up theaters,
Netflix.
right?
They blew up a theater. Yes,
Yeah.
and killed. We don't know how many children were killed.
What the hell is
Man.
Putin going to do? What's his end game? Do you know?
His
Luis, what do you
end
think
game?
Putin's going to do? Is there an end game for this guy?
I cannot see one, but it's amazing to me that after all the horrors we've been through in Second World War and the Viet Cong killing fields and so on, that we still
The Chinese Revolution.
stand by and let Anglomaniacs
Right.
act as crazily as this situation.
It is. It's hard to believe. It's hard
Is
to
he
believe it's
enticing
going on
World War
now.
III?
It is. Well, he's that
Is
crazy.
that what he's after?
He's that crazy.
To
I don't
reset the
know. I
global
think
structure?
I think he's still pissed about the breakup of the USSR, and he wants to reformat it, and he wants to show what he's a big deal.
He wants to make Russia great again.
Yeah, well,
Restore the Tsarist
he's
empire.
going backwards.
That's what he
in my
wants to do.
opinion, he's going flat ass backwards.
Yeah,
so.
well, he's got a new Britney for Brandon to champion.
Yeah,
Free Britney
Jeremy,
Griner.
Free Britney.
Okay, we're gonna get
Is it
Brittany
Grindr
Griner out.
or
She got
Grindr?
arrested
I
for
think no,
she got
Grinder's the dating app.
no
for
Brittany
men,
Griner.
men on
Brittany,
men.
no, Brittany
No,
Grinder's the basketball player.
Yeah.
She got arrested, and she, in fact, they're holding over till May, so they're not even going to give her the hearing. They just did the holdover on her. She had some vaping products in her luggage, and I think she's going to be a political prisoner.
You got to know that
So we're
Russians
going to
aren't down
start
with that.
Free Britney,
No.
the Free Britney
Yeah.
movement. It's going to
Brandon,
start
are you
here.
down with that?
Another
I'm
free
down.
bit. It's two. We had
Two for
We
two.
had Britney Spears, now
Batting
Brittany
1,000.
Griner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
so
it
we're gonna-
Grinder or Griner?
Griner.
Griner.
Brittany Griner.
She can throw
yeah.
down, though. She can dunk.
Yeah,
on
she
the
can
women's
dunk.
club.
I
She's
saw
got
her.
stars
She's
on
got
her
some
shoulders.
moves. Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone
she's
can
a
see
sim
how much she
beast.
goes.
Baylor Bears.
right.
She's one of Ruby's favorite players.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
big. Okay, what about daylight savings?
We're making it permanent.
needs to be gotten rid
Thank
of.
goodness.
It is. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Daylight
You like
savings.
getting up in the dark?
No, I don't want any of those.
Going to bed in
changed
the dark?
times
I don't
because
wanna
I keep
change it.
screwing it.
I don't
up.
want to change it either. I want to keep
Yeah.
it the same.
Yeah.
Keep daylight savings.
Okay.
Remove daylight savings, because then you just stay at one time.
Stay at one time on daylight savings. Make it
Tiebreaker.
permanent.
Luis, what do you
That's
say?
not daylight savings.
I think we should have both times because it's kind of exciting to look forward to an extra hour of sleep.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, but what do you do when you wake up the next day and you're late because you didn't realize that you lost an hour?
Think about it as being a pass for being late to whatever it is you're late for.
That's right. Here, pass
Your phone doesn't
pass a
auto-update?
necklace down to
You've got the
Luis for
iPhone
green. So
1s?
yeah,
I've got the
hey,
We need a new
favorite
classic 80s alarm.
favorite-
Do you live in a
Groundhog
bunker?
Day.
St. Patrick's Day memories. Favorite. We're going to
I don't
finish
have a
up in
good
the
one,
last
only
minute.
bad ones.
Do it. Come on. You
I
got
have a good
one?
one, only
Yeah.
bad
G.I. Jerome. What do you have?
UPenn 3-0 year walking
Yeah.
to get beverages from a brewery in Philadelphia in the snow.
Okay. Luis, favorite St. Patrick's Day memory?
Walking down my office on Baybrook, in Baybrook Mall, and seeing another office that had a young woman working hard, and meeting the young woman who later became my wife, Janice.
Whoa!
win.
That's
That
the
was-
ultimate
that
St.
is
Patrick's
good.
Day memory.
That's pretty
Wow.
Boom.
St.
Unexpected.
Pats.
That
Drop
he-
the mic.
That's
He wins.
awesome. Lucky
Boom.
Green.
He wins that.
It's your lucky day.
All right. Do you have? You don't have one at all? Do you even
You
know?
don't
what
celebrate
it is?
St. Pat's,
bad
you woke
St.
up too
Patrick
late.
Day.
St. Patrick's Day
I'm
is
a Riley,
today.
so,
It
yeah.
is today. All right. And I used to go to Beer Pretty's downtown, and I would go there. The office was right. I was at the Lyric Center, so I'd go across
Yeah.
from there. Then I'd go to Beer Pretty's on West Gray, and I'd go to Griff's, the original, the Griff's, and I'd always meet interesting people. And I think one time I met a good group of folks that went to Rice, and they invited me to one of their college year-end events, which was spectacular. So it's always been
party.
a fun place.
A toga party?
Yeah, and my buddy Tony Payton, who you know, Tony, is Irish. My mom is Irish, so Colleen Fitzgerald was her name, and Nano Payton was Tony's mom's name. So we celebrate our Irish mothers.
Nice.
Okay, well, thank you guys. I appreciate the episode. Thank you, Luis. It's so good to
Yes,
see you. We're
thank
going to
you.
take a trip into Brazoria County, I hear, next week, right, with Yosel.
Looking forward to
So
it.
it'll be really great. Well, thank you for tuning in to The Legal Fix. This is brought to you by the Tough Law Firm. Call our office at 281-681-0808. Visit thetoughLawFirm.net or ask a question in the comments below once you get to the website. You can watch all the past episodes and highlights at ToughLawFirm.net, The Legal Fix. For the latest episode, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Connect with us on Spotify, which Carlos, our producer, got us hooked up on, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
He's
Tune
so
in to
excited.
91.1 FM The Boss, Fridays at noon. We are live. I'm the Big Deal Bruce Tuff with Boy Wonder Brandon Ryler, Super Lawyer G.I. Jerome, the Golden Boy Jeremy Hall. We'll see you next week for another episode of The Legal Fix.
Legal
The
Fix.
Legal Fix.
Did you know Spotify was an app?